calm down, cause he just wanna learn something, so I teach him something. I am the one that teach
Call
him.
me 10 wins and 20.
Yo, what do you call it? Welcome, Mark. How you doing, brother? If you got the thing set up.
Mark.
Yeah, I'm great. I'm great. So can you give me 2 minutes? I've just got to do something.
Yes, sir. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, word. Let me. I'll be right back.
Do you reckon Mark's salivating at the prospect of £1,000?
No, he's probably ringing Ranty and just mithering Ranty and then finishing off his soccer accounts with Patricia and generally finishing abusing other people because that's basically all he does. I thought he was actually a ball earther, but over time I've realised that he's whatsoever. He's a coward.
Welcome
he's a bully,
to the Flat Earth
thinks
Clown
he can
Show.
influence the manipulation of the Flat Earth conduct by being an idiot. And I've given up on him.
Go on.
Did you say go on then? Oh God, I fucking love y'all.
It's funny, man. It's just.
I mean, yeah.
I remember when it all happened, and there was like money being thrown around on screen, going, "I've got £1,000 here."
Yeah, all right, so, all right. Yeah, I'm coming to argue with Riley. I just want to clarify something, also, because for one, I do respect you. I've spoken to you many years now.
You don't respect
Shut
anybody.
the fuck up, Riley. I'm not talking to you.
Now you're starting.
I'll
Hold on, Riley. Hold on.
Don't
For you guys, for you little lovebirds, get at it. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah, listen, like, I respect you, so I always have. I don't agree with your views. I don't agree with some of your beliefs. But as a person, I think you're quite a decent bloke.
Thanks, sir.
But I just want to clarify this because I think you've got the wrong end of the stick as well. Yeah, as you know, I've been in this now for at least 2 years. Yeah, trying to dox me now since day one. I've been practically every person in the UK, according to you and Watson, all them crowd.
No
then
one's tried
Randy come on
doxing
the
you, man.
thing.
No one gives a
Randy
shit
come on
about
the
you.
thing. Are you going to shut the fuck up, Riley?
No, not really. I'll do what I want.
Well, hold on. Let Mark have a couple minutes. No. Mark is. Yeah, no. Hold on, I care. Well, no. Mark's here. This is my show, man. Hold on. Mark is welcome here. He's been here, like he's just said. I've known him for a couple years now. We fucking yelled at each other, cracked up at each other, and all the rest of it. So I just would like to let him hear him out. So let him speak, Mr. Rapp.
And if I show my evidence,
carry on, sir.
Yeah. Anyway, Randy turned up.
That's
usual fucking belligerent attitude.
This is from Nathan Oakley. This is
so
from Bob.
I've been in hangouts with you with Randy before off there.
Because
you know
I
I'll
believe,
talk to him.
you know, I did this observation
I'm most
and I've done it several
him, right?
times.
Then he started listening to you, Watson, all the crowd that said they've got my docs, and he started posting pictures
to
of
the Flat Earth
apparently
Clown
it was
Show.
me, yeah? Articles in papers, apparently I'm a celebrity stalker, yeah? So all intents and purposes, he doxed me.
How did he dox you?
He thought he doxed me, yeah?
So are you admitting
I
that's
said
you
to him, look, can you shut the fuck up, Riley? You've been cutting me off the last hour. No, I'm not admitting that's me.
So he's not doxed you then, has he?
Well, he has though, for all intents and purposes, because he
he
thought he was doxing me.
Yeah, no. Hold on. By even trying and claiming it, it's a bad dox, right? But it's like it still happens.
It requires it to be him for it to be
unfortunate. No, it doesn't.
If the intent's there, it's still an intent to dox me, you fucking idiot. And
yeah,
you
but if I try to steal your car, but don't actually steal it, I've not stolen it.
Right, but if he thinks it's right, then it makes it wrong, man.
What do you think of conspiracy charges, Riley?
Conspiracy.
You don't have to commit the offence.
What? There's no conspiracy to doxing someone, is there?
Anyway, let's carry on with the story. Yeah, Randy started threatening me, saying he's going to dox me. He's got my ISP. He's going to get my address, and he's going to come round and do what
you're ringing him at 3 o'clock in the morning.
So you're just going to carry on talking, Riley, because you don't want me to say things because you know I'll talk the truth, whereas you continually lie.
What, the truth according to Mark Taylor? What about the
according to the
3 o'clock in the morning phone calls, Mark?
Yeah, I admit I've rung him. Yeah, I've rung him. Yeah,
right,
he told me to, Riley.
Why would you do that and then pull the victim
because he told me to. Because he told me to.
Oh, right. Go and put your hand in the fire, Mark.
Yes, he did. I googled his name. I warned him. I said, stop posting what supposedly is me. For one, it's not me, and for two, you're posting an image of someone that there's nutters out there that if they think that's me, could very well go around and have a dramatic or maybe a very serious.
So, Mark, if it wasn't you wouldn't have bothered, was it?
I'm not bothered, Riley. I don't give a fuck, mate.
Why are you even
I don't
mentioning it if it's not you?
Because I'm coming in here just to clarify your lies again, Riley.
Mark,
right, anyway, so I
if it
warned
wasn't
Randy.
you, Mark, you wouldn't have bothered about it.
Randy carried on. I already had Randy's docs because Riley fucking doxed him on his stream because he's too stupid. So I already knew his name, I knew his address, I knew his phone number, and I didn't do fuck all. I had his Facebook page for his company, and I knew his home address and I knew his home number. I didn't do anything with it. I said to him, stop being silly, Randy. Stop trying to dox me. Otherwise, there'll be repercussions for you. He didn't take no notice. He kept posting it and saying he's going to come round my house and do this, come round my house and do that. So I started saying to him, all right, and I put his name up in the chat and I put his number in chat. And I said, I'll ring you. He's gone, go on, then ring me. I said, I'll ring you about 2 in the morning. Is that okay? He's gone, yeah, that's cool. Ring me.
Yeah.
So I rang him about 2 or 3 times.
Let's get Ranty in and let's hear his side of this.
I rang him 2 or 3 times, yeah? I rang him 2 or 3 times. I didn't speak to
you fucking
no one.
Didn't. You rang him loads?
No, I rang him 2 or 3 times.
No,
I posted his number.
He was telling me that you were ringing him almost every night.
What? So what evidence has you got of that then?
Well, given that you're ringing him, he will be the proof.
I've just admitted I rang him 2 or 3 times, yeah. I did, because he told me to.
Because he told you to. Yeah, put your hand in the fire too, Mark, eh?
No, he told me to.
Up at 3.
Well, what about getting some evidence of curvature, Mark? If I tell you to go and get
some
curvature,
so you want to change the conversation now then, Riley? Now you've been caught out, you want to change the conversation?
No, I'm just asking, why would you ring somebody at 3 o'clock in the morning?
So that's because he told me to. So that deals with Randy and me ringing him at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, which I'll admit I've done, and because I don't see no reason why. He was prepared to dox me. He said he was going to come around my house.
But he's not doxing you unless that's you, is it? So basically, if he's trying to dox you, that will be you in the article, would it not?
It was intent to dox me, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he hasn't doxed you, has he? It's like saying stealing the car that didn't.
Did Randy ever speak to me on the phone? Did Randy ever speak to me on the phone, Riley?
No, you were doing heavy breathing.
Right, so you don't know it was me then?
Right, yeah, we do know it was you because Ranty was on one of the shows and somebody rang him in the background and was playing Issa's Hangout. So who else would it be?
That's me then, is it?
Yeah, of course it's you, Mark. You're the only one that's perverted enough to do something stupid like that.
We can see Riley's logic. Because he don't like me, because I ruin him in fucking Hangouts.
No, you don't ruin anybody, Mark. The only thing you do, Mark, is ruin
out in lies. Is because of you, Riley. That's why you've got a grudge. That's why.
Why is that? Why
my behaviour is modded the way that people behave with me, Riley. Same as you, Riley.
So you're treating Ranty at 3 o'clock in the morning. So
why shouldn't I? You told me to ring him.
Have a flat earth debate at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah. Mark, there are limits to being a troll.
Yeah,
you understand that?
How's a flat earth debate at 3 o'clock in the morning, Riley?
Pardon?
How's Nathan's having a hangout? If Randy's in a hangout...
He was in Issa's Hangout and you were ringing him in the background whilst he was in Issa's Hangout.
So why didn't he say something in the Hangout then?
Because there's only one person that was in the Hangout that might have his phone number.
So why
Come on, Mark, it's not
why
fucking
didn't he say something in the Hangout then, right? If I'm ringing him and I'm in a Hangout with him and he thinks it or he knows it's me, why didn't he come off the mic and say, Mark, why are you ringing me? Mark's ringing me
because he doesn't want to publicise that you're being a bit.
Fuck off.
All right, then, let's get Ranty in here. Let's hear his side of the thing.
You can't stop fucking... You always publicise it, Riley.
Right, let's get Ranty in. Let's see what he's about.
What are you fucking talking about?
Yeah, I publicise it because I'm not the one crying victim, am I? What you don't understand.
You've been crying for the last hour. Oh, I don't like Mark. He does this. He calls me names in the chat. Oh, he calls me names. Oh,
no. No. I haven't been crying victim in the last hour, Mark.
I meant to block him, but I blocked him. But
why do you think that might be?
Talking about him in the Hangout. I block him, but I hate him, but I can't stop talking about him.
No, I don't hate him, Mark. I pity you. You're a fully grown adult and you act like a 14-year-old girlfriend that's been dumped.
What, because I fucking treat you like shit?
No, because you treat everybody like shit, Mark. What do you bring to the conversation?
How do I treat people like shit? Name someone else I treat like shit then.
Patricia.
What have I said to her then?
You fucking stalk her in the comments all the time, Mark. That's why she's got you.
Stalker.
Yeah, you're effectively a stalker.
I can't fucking stand Patricia. She's
Yeah,
fucking,
and that's why you treat her
I
like
wouldn't
shit.
even- Oh, shut the fuck up. All right, then prove that any of them soccer accounts are me, Riley. So once again, it's a fucking you're mad assertions with absolutely not one bit of evidence.
So are you denying that they're you then?
Yes, of course I am. I've got 3
Bollocks.
accounts.
There's only you that uses the word
I've got 3
hilarious.
accounts.
Mark, you're a
got 3
joke, Mark.
accounts.
You add nothing to the conversation whatsoever.
So let's get this right, yeah? I'll tell Ranty I'm going to ring him on my own fucking account. I post his fucking home number on my own account. But
Yeah,
I
that's
use
really,
stock
it's
accounts.
really credible,
I
that,
use
isn't it,
stock
Mark?
accounts to attack people.
Yeah,
That
that's
don't make
really,
any
it's a
sense,
really,
Riley.
it's a really adult-like behaviour to do that, isn't it?
That don't make any sense though, Riley. Why am I using stock accounts to attack Patricia, but I'm putting fucking Ranty's phone
Because
number
your main account's
or his
blocked.
name in his what?
Because your main accounts are all blocked.
What do you mean they're blocked?
How
Oh,
can
they're
you attack
blocked.
Patricia if you're blocked in her chat?
I'm
Or
not blocked
Ranty,
in
for
her
example?
chat. I'm not blocked in her chat. I'm blocked on my main account, but I've got another Mark Taylor account that I hardly ever use.
Oh, right,
And
so
I've
you do
also-
have stock accounts then?
No, Mark Taylor's and Mark, they're both in my name.
Oh. Sounds a little bit plausible to me that you probably got stock
Yeah,
accounts
no,
too,
you've
Mark.
got stock accounts.
I have one stock account that I sit in quietly and never even comment on.
Don't lie, Riley. You've got a few stock accounts. I've caught you
I
using
tell you what,
them.
I'll show
Flat
you
as
my
fuck.
stock account
Flat
list
as
if
fuck
you
you've
show
got
me
your
yours.
stock accounts.
I'll show you my
Flat as
stock
fuck.
account list
You've
if
seen
you
all
show
my
me
stock
yours.
accounts. You've seen all my stock accounts. I've been in both of Nathan's on my main two accounts,
Yeah.
and I've been on my other one, my pseudonym name.
All
And
right, so
you've
I'll
talked to
show
me
you
on
my
it.
stock account
You've
list
talked
if
to
you
me
show
on
me
it.
yours.
I've just told you the 3.
I know
My
you've
two
told
name
me.
accounts
I'm
and
not asking you to tell me a
my
story.
pseudonym name.
I'm not asking you to tell me a story. I'm saying I'll show you my stock list if you show me yours.
Let's
But
see his socks. Let's see
What?
his
So
socks.
you
everyone.
can't manipulate a soccer. You can't manipulate a list to show me just what you want to show me, Riley. No.
You show me the channel switch tab on the Creator Studio
Well,
link, and I'll show you
I'm
mine.
not on a laptop. I don't use laptops. I only use laptop for my imaging. I'm on an
Oh, how
iPad.
convenient that.
Well, it's not. Ask anyone. Anyone who knows me in his hangouts knows I don't use his laptop. Jem knows. Isa knows. I use my iPad. I'm
Yeah,
on my iPad
so that
now.
wouldn't stop you from
That's
displaying
That's
your list
why
of
I
stock
couldn't
accounts
talk
then,
a
would
minute
it?
ago because I was looking for. Well, how can I show you that on when I'm in here?
You can share a screen, couldn't you?
Yeah, but it don't show all my. All right, I'll try and do it if I can show you all my accounts. But you'll just say, oh, he's doctored it, or it's
Right, so
fucking
add
CGI.
me to Skype using my Skype account.
No, I don't use Skype. Fuck off, Skype.
Of course, yeah, how
Why
convenient
would
is
I
that?
use fucking Skype? Why
I'll
would I
show
use
you
Skype?
my list of stock accounts if you show me. How fair's that?
You guys.
You want to see
All
my
right,
socks?
I'll just screenshot this if I can, and I'll show you.
Yeah, just a bit where it says switch accounts.
Yeah.
Welcome
all my free
to the
accounts
Flat
on
Earth
on
Clown
screen
Show.
now.
On Discord.
You two just probably shouldn't be allowed to hang out. That's all.
Well, that's why I block him, because he doesn't add anything to the conversation.
Mark, I
Oh,
want to do
what do you
Mark.
fucking add, Riley? All you do is lie and make shit up, for fuck's sake. What
Mark,
do you
Yeah, but
add
at
to
least
it?
it's shit that's worth talking about. What do you add that's worth talking about?
He's fucking hilarious.
Mark, what are you doing up at 3 a.m. in the morning anyway?
Ringing
Ringing
Ranty.
Randy. He asked me
Yeah,
to. I had to stay up. I had to set me alarm.
We'll continue.
I actually
to-
went to bed at 11 and set the alarm to
So,
wake me up at
thank
3,
you
so I
very
didn't
much,
miss it.
Beyond the Imaginary Curve, for showing up in the chat.
Do you not see a
as
problem with that,
usual.
Mark?
No, why should I see a
Flesh
problem?
things
They
out.
come
You can
dots me,
better your
apparently, and he
argumentation
said
with
that he's
Timothy.
going
Mark-
to come round my house and hurt me,
Mark,
Riley.
Mark,
So
Mark,
why should I
you
try
can't
and come back?
claim that he's doxed you if you're not the postman that's a pervert.
The intent was there, you fucking idiot.
But he hasn't done it, has he? I could
What,
intend
so he could
I
just
could intend on
continue
stealing
fucking-
your car, but
Oh,
if unless I
don't be
do it,
fucking stupid.
unless I
That's
actually
in the
steal
drive,
your
it's
car, Mark, no
attempted.
crime has been
Well,
committed, right?
Yes, it is. It's called attempted, you fucking idiot.
Right,
And you
okay, then
claim-
in that case, I'm intending on stealing.
You claim you've done law and you don't even know about fucking attempted crimes, you fucking
Yeah, but
idiot,
doxing
Riley.
you, Mark, you're claiming that he's doxing you on a dox that didn't even happen.
If he thought that was me, Riley, that's as good as him doxing me. And he said, I don't
No,
care
it
if
isn't,
it's
Mark.
not.
It's
I
only
don't
it's
care
only
what
doxing you if it's actually
No,
you.
don't be
Unless you're
fucking
a postman
stupid,
that's
Riley.
perverted,
Don't
then he
be
hasn't
stupid,
doxed you, has he, you
No,
moron?
no, but
Don't
Riley,
be
it
stupid,
is though. It
Riley.
is. If he was going around saying that that's
Is it
some
balls?
it's
Is it balls? He hasn't doxed him unless it's really him. So I'll ask you the question, Mark. Are you the
Nah,
perverted
man.
postman or not?
the idea of going
No.
after that.
Hang on a sec, Issa. Are you the perverted postman, Mark, or not?
Well, what do you think, Riley?
I think you are.
Well, I know you did, because you doxed me as well, Riley, didn't you? You posted the link a few times, remember?
Yeah, I've laughed at you. But again, I'll say the same point. Unless you're the postman, then it's not been doxed, have you?
It's hypocrisy. It's okay for him
No,
to do it.
what are you complaining about, Mark? Unless you're the perverted postman, you haven't been doxed, have you?
Well, yes, because for all intents and purposes, I have, Riley, haven't I?
So you must be the perverted postman then.
As far as you're concerned, you've just admitted that you thought it was me. So as far as you're concerned,
I shared the link and laughed at you. I shared the link and laughed at you for being the perverted
postman.
postman.
So do you think I'm the postman?
I think you are the postman, yeah.
Well then, so as far as I'm concerned, you doxed me.
Right, but have I actually doxed you? Are you the perverted postman, Mark?
It doesn't matter though, Riley.
Yeah, it does.
No, man.
Unless it's actually been done,
dude,
it's not a dox, is it?
No, man, no. It's a failed dox, but it's still a malicious intent to fucking scare somebody, bro.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter,
dude. No, man. As someone who's suffered from fucking people, dude. Hey, man. I tell you, bro. I don't condone that behavior at all, dude. I've been subject to people going and trying to do it. When I first came out here, fucking Timmy used to put at least allegedly, put my fucking address everywhere where I was at.
Yeah, but
no. My point is, it doesn't matter. Was I there at the moment? Doesn't fucking matter. Was it? Could it? Even if it was a failed dox, it's a malicious intent, and that fucking element in society is what I'm against.
Welcome
Any
to
of
the Flat Earth Clown Show.
Yeah, but the thing is...
No, there's no yeah, but the thing is nothing, dude.
Would it have even happened if he wasn't ringing him?
Doesn't fucking matter. Well, maybe...
Before I fucking rang him, you fucking idiot. He was doing it before. I gave him a warning to stop fucking doing it.
Yeah, of course he was.
Repercussions.
Why would Ranty be interested in you in any way?
What do you mean, why? Oh, my God.
Ranty's not interested in you in any way, trust me.
Oh, where'd you get the link for that postman, then?
I don't know where I got it from. Probably Ranty.
You fucking wanky. You got it off a Razzie, you
I probably did get it off Ranty, but so what? Unless it's you, Mark, what's the crime?
Every fucking day, right?
Unless you're the perverted postman, what's the crime?
5 minutes before. Like the other time when you was last on ISIS, when I said to you, your dad's a policeman. And you said, no, he was never a policeman. Then fucking 2 weeks later, you're on Nathan showing him the cars your old man was fucking driving. I've
never denied that my dad's a policeman or an ex-policeman.
You fucking liar. He was on ISIS last time, and you said I've been listening to the grapevine too much. You fucking lying prick, Riley.
Right, bring that evidence. Bring that evidence where I... Bring the evidence where I denied my dad was...
I don't have to, Riley.
Of course you do, you fucking idiots. That's what you do when you're making
produce
evidence.
I've got a good memory. I've got a good memory.
No, you haven't got a good memory.
Yeah,
you haven't got a good memory. Produce the evidence that proves that your memory is true.
I've got a better memory than you, Riley. I know that...
You might have a better memory than me, but you haven't got any evidence.
I know that Ranty gave you that link for the postman story. That's how I know Ranty was interested in me. That's how I know Ranty made numerous threats to come around my house when he said he had my ISP address.
Dude, Ranty doesn't give a shit about you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, look, see, that's another lie. Everyone knows fucking full well Ranty didn't give a shit about me because he was on Patricia's talking about me. So why was he on Patricia's talking about me?
And he was pulling the victim card.
So
that's not because he's...
Why is he talking about me then if he's not bothered about me then, Riley?
Because he's painting you in a bad light. You know, the light that you deserve to be painted in.
About me. I must be affecting him then. He must
he's not. He's not. He's really not bothered. Your name never comes in conversation ever.
What are you fucking talking about? He talked to me loads of times on fucking Nathan's show about me. He fucking 2 or 3 shows constantly. More Taylor this, more Taylor that. More Taylor this and more Taylor that. No, Ranty.
Trust me, Ranty doesn't give a shit about you, Mark. Yeah, he really doesn't.
Okay. Anyway, Riley, that's why I rang Ranty, because he told me to.
Put your hand in the fire, Mark.
No.
Why?
Because I'm not stupid.
There you go. Well, I'd say you are stupid.
Why? What? Because when someone asks me to ring them, I ring them. Is that stupid? Then?
Yeah, but so you never put your hand in the fire, but you won't do that.
So you never ring anyone back that asks you to ring them then?
Why would you ring him at 3 in the morning, even if it was by invite?
He asked me to, you idiot.
He asked you to, really?
I said, look, there's your number. And he said, that's not my number. I said, I'll ring it then. He said, yeah, go on, fucking ring it. I said, all right, what time do you want me to ring? He said, 2 in the morning. I said, do you want me to ring you at 2 in the morning? He said, yeah, because it's not my number. I said, okay, then I'll ring you.
Say, Mark.
I rang him at 2 in the morning. It rang for about 6, 7 times. It went onto the answer machine. I left no message. I rang back a couple of days later. It rang out again. And I think the third time he might have answered, I didn't say nothing. I put the phone down, and that was it.
Yeah, you were doing a
Other
heavy
people had
breathing
the
thing,
number.
weren't you?
Other people had the number, and they told me they rang him as well for a laugh. Well, you know what I mean? That's hard luck, isn't it?
Mark, at the end of the
Why
day,
shouldn't he get that when he deliberately fucking videoed
Welcome to the Flat Earth Clown Show.
surreptitiously to fucking put his face online when Al-K did want his face online? How is that okay then, Riley?
is there anything illegal about that though?
What, is it okay though? Is that
Yeah.
morally right then? Is it to? Oh, it's okay
Yeah,
for
yeah.
me to ring him then. It's
It's
okay for me to ring him at 2 in the morning. I might
No,
start
because-
ringing him again then. Because
No, but do you understand that-
that behaviour's all right?
But do you understand under the Telecommunications Act of 2000 that it's an offence to use your phone as a weapon?
If it's okay, well, he's done it as well then, because he's used his phone to take a picture and use it as a weapon then, hasn't he? So he can be done under
No,
the
he
same
used
law.
his camera,
Well, that's on his phone.
and it's in a public place, and it's totally
On his
allowed.
phone. Oh,
No, it was
well,
on his camera.
Well, I was in the street on my mobile when I rang him. That's a public place, Riley. So I'm in the.
Yeah, but you're using your phone as a weapon. That is an offence.
So is he? Isn't he? He took a picture with his phone and he's used it as a weapon.
Yeah, but it's in a public place. You are allowed to record anything.
Well, I rang him in a public place, Riley. I was in the street when I
Yeah,
rang
but
him
you've
at
used
2
your
in the morning.
phone as a weapon, Matt. That's a specific
my
offence
God,
on
how stupid
communication.
are you, Riley? What? So you're telling me that he took a picture of him, Al-K, using a P900, and he done it so that Al-K didn't see?
He took a video of Al-K using his P900.
No, he didn't. He done it with his phone. You fucking
No, he
liar.
didn't. He did it with his P900. Do you think
No,
we
he
would go up
didn't.
to St. Bees without a P900?
No, I didn't
Yeah,
say
the
that.
P900
I didn't
exam.
say that. But I don't think Al-K would have not noticed someone pointing a P900 at him.
Ask Al-K, was it done with his camera or was it done with his phone?
Well, anyway, don't know what it's done with, Riley, does it? It's still done all the fact that the guy didn't want his face on out in public or on YouTube. That you and Randy deliberately done that. You knew that you'd done it, and you deliberately posted Al-K's photo on YouTube, knowing that he didn't want it there. And
Right.
you think
Let's
that's
just
okay?
say
You
let's
think
just
that's
say that what
okay?
you're saying is accurate, right? What is it that I actually did?
You colluded with Randy.
Oh,
Unless
I
you said
colluded
you
with
didn't know
someone.
nothing about it. Unless you're saying Randy took the picture, videoed.
So let's get this
Al-K.
straight. Ranty's doing something that's completely within the law, and you're blaming me for colluding with him for
Well,
complying
so
with.
ringing people's not against the law. Ringing people's
No,
against
you
the law,
can't
is
use
it?
your phone as a weapon, you
How
moron.
did I use it as a weapon? I didn't say
Because you're
anything
using
him,
it to
Riley.
harass somebody.
How did I? He told me to ring him, Riley. How's that
Yeah.
harassment?
3 a.m.
Yes,
Come
he
on,
did.
you did it 3.
Yes, he did.
You've
Get
admitted
him
to
in
doing
here
it at
then.
least 3
Get
times.
Randy in here then. Get Randy in here then.
He's not answering. He must be out with his girlfriend, but I would get him in
well,
if
so
I
you're
could.
ringing him.
What? No, he's out with his girlfriend
Ringing-
somewhere.
So you're using your phone as a weapon then. So you can be arrested the same as me then, can't you?
Yeah, but I'm not using it as a weapon, though, am I?
Well, neither was I. I didn't say anything to him.
Yeah,
so
you was using it as a
Welcome
weapon. You
to
were
the
ringing him.
Flat
up.
Earth Clown Show.
Well, so
Come on.
ringing someone. So what?
Mark,
what
why
hour
are you
would-
trying
what
to
hour would
justify
they get
ringing him
in
at 3
bed
in the
to?
morning? What kind of pervert are you?
Pervert.
Yeah. You were heavy breathing down the phone when he answered it.
So how many times did that happen then?
All I'm waiting for is a pair of your underpants to end up in the post.
See, Riley, you're caught out every time. It's okay for your side to do despicable things. But
Like,
if anyone
what
does
have
it
we
back
done
to
that's
you,
despicable, Mark?
well, taking pictures of people and posting them online.
In a
when they
public
do-
place that was completely lawful.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off.
It was.
Riley.
No
Also,
rules have been broken.
I've broke no law. I've broke no law. What law have
Yeah,
I broke?
you've used your phone as a weapon.
No, I haven't. How's it a
To
weapon?
harass
I didn't
somebody.
say
Yeah, you
anything
have,
to him.
Mark. You admitted it to 3 times.
No, I haven't missed the harassment. I admitted to ringing him up when he asked me to.
Yeah.
That's not harassment.
Yeah,
How's that harassment?
What's the phone cut off? It's like 10:30 at night. That should be the cut off.
10's a bit late in it. Normally it's about 9. For me, I would at night. Anything 9
Well,
is
I'll
like,
give you a ring, Riley, if you like.
do it.
Well, man, I'll be there.
Well,
I
what?
already put my phone on silent. Anyway, if anyone
Well,
tries to
your
get
girl... Yeah, that's your girlfriend's nickname, isn't it, man? I'll...
Oi, keep
I don't
it,
even know what you're
gentlemen,
on about.
gentlemen. Keep it in line, man. And play a little music.
Yeah, but Isa, he said shocking things about my wife.
Welcome
See what I
to
mean?
the
It's
Flat
okay
Earth
for him to
Clown
say
Show.
things
You haven't
about
got a
my
wife, Mark.
But
I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing
the minute I
against
say anything, I'm the bad person, see? But that's not the way it is, Isa. What have I ever said to you, Isa? What have I ever said to you that anything like that?
Mark, no one gives a shit about you. I know you think that they do, but they really don't.
Gentlemen.
I don't give a fuck. What do you think I care? Whether a fat fuck like you cares about me, right? Give it a joke. You're having a laugh, aren't
Yeah, I'm gonna play a little music for a sec here.
you? Yeah, I think Ryder needs to.
I'm too busy having a booty mark.
Boys, the trophy fed up again.
Shout out to late night phone calls.
Yeah. Shout out to that harassment show. Shout out to people that fucking harass women on YouTube. Sex. Get blown out.
Welcome to the Flat Earth Clown Show.
Call Riley and I'm arguing. Hold on. Yeah. Smoke one for me, smoke one for me. Darling, I'm behind I was waiting. Smoke one for me, smoke one for me, yeah. Darling, I'm behind those prison walls. I was waiting, planting.
Welcome to the Flat Earth Clown Show.
Smoke one for me, yeah, and all the family, yeah. Behind those prison walls, I was waiting. Smoke one for me, and all the family. Behind those prison walls, I was up in the hills. Jack Rose's seed, giving life to everything. Go for the people I know need this medicine. An angry police sent like disease come after the weak and destruction increase as they work to fight job people sent upon creation. Smoke one for me, smoke one for me. And God family. Behind those prison walls, who's waiting? Smoke one for me, smoke one for me, yeah! And all the way, behind the prison wall.
Welcome to the Flat Earth Clown Show.
Planting a seed, cultivating, they're after me for fighting for freedom, waiting to catch anyone who falls in their snare. Waking the sheep, kept cozy asleep, one by one, and each mystery explained in full sail. Know exactly why they fight me. So smoke one for me, smoke one for me, yeah! And all family, behind those prison walls.
Welcome to the Flat
Smoke one for me. Darling family. Behind those prison walls. Smoke one for me. Smoke one for me. Darling family. Behind those prison walls. Some lick a tea, some smoke them dutchy. Some make a solid to say. All of your mysteries around us sound. So don't ever judge, show them the love. Know who you are from the Almighty above. Be one of the children that's sent to bring creation. Yeah! Smoke one for me, smoke one for me. Darling family. Behind those prison walls, smoke one for me. Smoke one for me, smoke one for me. Darling, behind those prison walls.
Welcome to the Flat Earth Clown Show.
Smoke one for me. Darling, behind those prison walls. I was waiting. Smoke one for me, smoke one for me. Darling, behind those prison walls. Smoke one for me, smoke one for me. Darling. Smoke one for me, smoke one for me.
Right. So when I click the flag,
All right, we are back on the Discord.
It
How
then
y'all
brings
doing?
back block user. So I don't have you blocked.
We're live again, guys.
We're live again. Right, Riley, you
Right,
fat cunt.
Mark,
There
you
was-
fucking idiot.
Sophie, sir.
Guys, so that was, I enjoyed that. I was listening.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
I
thank you, thank you.
so Riley's just agreed to pay me the £1,000.
Yeah,
So
give me your
we're
address,
all
Mark, and I'll
sorted.
post it to you.
Okay, well, you've got my
to the
address.
Flat
There's a
Earth Clown
postman's
Show.
address, Riley.
Oh, right, so you are the perverted postman then.
Well, why'd you make it out a surprise, Riley? You said that's who I am anyway. So why are you surprised?
I just want to hear you admit it.
What, that I'm someone I'm not?
Oh, right, so you didn't get doxed then.
No, but the
Do
intention
you know
was
what?
there.
Do you
What's
know
the
what?
difference between the intention and the actual crime, Riley?
Yeah, one's called actus reus and the other one's
No,
called
what's
mens
the
rea.
difference?
Oh, for God's sake.
One's physical, one's a mental state.
What's the
Do you know what-
difference, Riley?
Right, do you know what assault is? Do you know what the definition
Riley,
of assault is?
No, we're not talking
I'm
about that.
answering you. I'm answering you.
Oh.
Do you know what the difference? Do you know what assault is?
Yes,
What is it?
Yeah.
to assault someone.
By doing what?
Welcome to the Flat Earth
Physically
Clown
harming
Show.
them.
No. Assault, technically and legally, is the feeling of unlawful violence, immediate and apprehension of violence. No touching
Yeah,
is
you can
required.
get done the threats for violence. Yeah, of course you can. Threats to kill, that's a serious offence.
No, assault. You know road rage? If you have a road rage incident and you don't get to them because the window's up.
Because it's the threat of violence,
Yeah.
Riley. The threat.
Yeah,
I know the
but you
threat
don't
of
have to
violence,
touch
yeah.
them for it to be an assault.
Yeah, I
So
know,
the
but
answer to your
threat-
question
the
is,
threat of
what's the
violence.
difference? The answer to your question is, what's the difference between
No,
the mental
I don't
state?
mean the offence. I mean in the fucking mind of the person doing it, Riley.
One's got an act, the other
Oh
one's just
my
got the
God.
intention.
What's the difference in the mind of the person doing it, Riley, between the
It
intent of the
requires
crime
an
and the
intent.
actual crime?
It requires the act.
Well then, the act has been carried out because he
Welcome
posted
to the
documents
Flat
that he
Earth
said
Clown
was
Show.
me, so the act
Yeah,
has
but
been
was it
carried
you
out.
though? Unless it was you, Mark, then it's not. There's no act
Don't
there.
be fucking stupid, Riley. How can you be so fucking stupid?
Well, you're crying victim, but you're not the victim,
I'm not
are
crying
you?
victim. I'm not crying victim. You're
Yeah,
the one
you
that's been
are.
crying
You're
for
saying
a
that
while,
Ranty's
I am.
doxed you or tried to
No, I
dox you.
didn't.
Welcome
I said the
to the
intent
Flat
was there.
Earth Clown
That's
Show.
all I need, the intent, Riley.
The intent what? He didn't do anything. So if he
What do you
intended on
mean he
stealing your
didn't do
car
it?
and didn't
How
do it,
about
does that
this
mean
though?
he's
How about
guilty?
hey what about this though? What about hey guys, what about all this? Gentlemen, what about this? Okay, what if we can all agree that either way, okay, from today forward, okay, doing those things are not acceptable, and that those things shouldn't be done on either party. And
Yeah,
I'm just saying, moving forward, you know what I mean? Like,
Why can't Mark just say to Ranty?
I agree with that, right? But there's a little problem with that I see. Yeah, is that I'm not saying you particularly, but this movement thinks it's okay to just willy-nilly say that people didn't die in these terrorist attacks or shootings.
What's that got to do with anything?
What do you mean, what's that got to do with it, Rod? I'll tell you what it's got to do with it. Ranty doing 2 or 3 hangouts a day, going on people's Facebook pages, taking pictures of their wedding and going through them and calling all of them actors and saying that the people that got shot didn't die. The people that he done that to...
What's that got to do with the question?
Because, what? So that's okay to do that then, is it?
What's it got to do with ISIS question about
the
a
behaviour?
common...
It's about the behaviour, Riley.
Yeah, but he's talking about within the community.
That's why I done with Ranty and his mum. Because he sat there for fucking weeks going on people's Facebook pages and the people's families got upset about it. And I think they were the people that got the channel took down. Because he had 2 or 3 hours a day going on people's Facebooks, going through their wedding pictures, going through their family pictures of children and saying that the people that got shot and died in these acts were fucking actors and fake. And the people found out, they see their pictures and their family pictures all over Ranty's fucking YouTube channel, and they reported it. And that's my fucking point. Why is it okay?
Let's just say, for the sake of discussion, that I agree that that's wrong, right? What's that got to do with the decorum within Flat Earth?
Well, that gives me a reason to attack him then, doesn't it?
Why? What's it got to do with you?
What's
it got to do with you?
Because in a normal, rational society, that kind of thing is abhorrent.
What, so you're judge and jury? You're the police? Are you a self-appointed internet policeman?
No, but I'm trying to...
So why are you acting like one?
Because it makes it fucking a bit more fucking in your face when they have it done to them, doesn't it?
You're an internet policeman.
No, I don't give 2 fucks, but it offends me when he does shit like that. That's why I said that shit about his mum. So he got to feel what he felt like when people were attacking him.
Why can't you fucking tell him that and then you can have it out?
Because I can't never get near him because he's a little baby. He snipes me in Nathan's hangout and he won't talk to me because he's a little
Welcome to the
I don't
Flat
think he's a
Earth
pussy. I
Clown
just
Show.
think he's tired of you.
Oh, tired of me. What? Because he tried to attack me first. He got pussy he is, and now he's
So you say. So you say.
Well, not at all, so I'll say.
Why would he be interested in you unless you bit him first? And let's be honest, you are one capable of biting.
What are you talking about? Ask Isa. I've been on a hangout with Isa, off air, with me, Isa, Ranty, and Jem for about 3 or 4 hours. Ask Isa. I had the utmost compassion for the guy. The first couple of times I ever spoke to him, I never attacked him.
Yeah, maybe not the first couple of times.
To the Flat Earth
Something
Clown
must have
Show.
changed, though, mustn't it?
Yeah, it did, because he started getting leery and calling me a troll because I didn't fucking believe what he said.
But you are a troll, Mark.
Oh, yeah, because I'm a troll because I don't believe what you say.
No, you are a troll because you ring people at 3 in the morning and you have hate accounts.
Well, your definition, Ranty's a troll then, because he took people's...
Yeah, Ranty is a troll at times.
Well then, so then, it's okay then, isn't it? So why calling me a troll? As if that means anything.
Well, you were saying that was the reason for why it changed with you and...
You're a troll. You're a troll. No, I told you the reason, because he tried to dox me. He done it once or twice.
Right.
I warned him.
But unless you're that perverted postman, Mark, you've not been doxed.
Well, unless that was his number, I haven't rung him.
Yeah, but you know that it is his number because you've looked it up or doxed him or whatever.
It wasn't his number.
Mark, unless you're that postman, it isn't you. You haven't been doxed.
So was that his number?
So why are you crying the victim if it's not you?
Welcome to the
Mark,
Flat Earth
why are you
Clown
crying
Show.
the victim if it's not
I'm not
you?
crying the victim. I haven't been crying about it. I'll come in here to just do...
You're saying that Ranty's tried doxing you, right? And he hasn't actually doxed you because you're apparently not the perverted postman. So why would you cry the victim card if it's not you?
I haven't rang Ranty because Ranty said that's not his number. So why are you crying about Ranty?
I'm not crying about Ranty. I'm crying because you add nothing to the conversation. When I first met you, Mark, when I first met you, I had about 3 hangouts.
What do you add to the conversation, Riley? Can you name something you add to the
When
conversation?
I first met you, I had 3 or 4 hangouts back. We had a real good back to front with each other. We had a disagreement, and I actually thought that you were a baller. But then time went by, and I just saw how you started behaving, and I just thought, this guy's not even here for the conversation.
Yeah, because I realised how much you lie, Riley.
Oh, right, so I'm responsible for your actions, am I?
Well, yeah, if you're going to blatantly lie, go online and blatantly lie to people.
Right.
And this just ain't a game.
So it's everybody else's fault. Ranty's fault, my fault, Patricia's fault, not yours.
It might be a game to you, Riley, but for other people that lose family because of this shit, it ain't a game. You know what I mean? And when you go and you blatantly lie to them, like you say to them, the eclipse happens every month in the globe model, when it blatantly doesn't.
Yeah, but it should do though, Mark, shouldn't it?
That's a fucking outright lie.
No, it should happen on your model, Mark.
The definition of a solar eclipse is the sun puts a shadow, the moon
Welcome
goes in front
to
of
the
the sun
Flat
and the
Earth
shadow hits the
Clown
earth. It doesn't say the shadow hits space.
Show me where the shadow is.
Welcome to the
Show
Flat
us
Earth
where any
Clown
evidence of a shadow is, Mark.
Oh,
That's kind of
for
half the
fuck's
problem.
What's a shadow?
What is a shadow?
Yeah.
It gets cast the result of
Yeah,
an
but
object
why?
obstructed
What
with
is a
direct
shadow?
light.
What is a shadow? Would you say it's the absence of light?
No, it's the It's caused by an obstruction passing directly between light
Right.
and
So
light
did
source.
something pass in front of the sun on a solar eclipse, right?
No, did it balls?
So what was that black disc in front of the sun then?
It was going behind the sun, Mark. All the
So
evidence
well,
indicates it
well,
went behind.
oh,
There is
fuck.
no evidence
See
to
what I mean?
indicate it went in
See
the
what I
front.
mean?
And the
See, this is
only
why-
evidence that indicates
this
it
is
might
why,
have done is
Riley.
fucking soundly.
This is why, Riley. This is why. See, you blatantly fucking lie. You know what I mean? They never, ever, no
Welcome
one ever
to
says
the Flat
fucking
Earth
moon
Clown
goes
Show.
beyond the sun. You just made that shit up. You fucking bought a load of shit off the internet and tried to do an experiment in your gap. That was the biggest fucking cock up I've ever seen, Riley.
You'll find a link I've just put to the Google Drive that all the photos that went through, and there's a plus. There was not one piece of evidence to support the idea that the moon passed in
to the
front of the
Flat
sun.
Where
Earth
does the
Clown
moon
Show.
go then when it goes by the sun?
It appears to go behind it, Mark, and that's
Where's
why
the
there's no
evidence for that
shadow.
then? Where's the evidence? So what was the black disc in front of the sun then?
There wasn't a black disc in front of the sun, Mark. It went
Fuck
behind. It
off.
appears to have gone behind.
Fuck
If it
off,
went
there
in
wasn't
sun,
a
Mark,
black- How'd you
if it
block
went
the
in
sun
front
if
of
you
the
go
sun, Mark,
beyond-
there would be a shadow cast.
How would you block the sun if you go behind it, Riley?
You remove the light that the sun receives. The sun appears to be a focal point of
so
light.
the sun's not the light, there's something else shining to make the sun. See what I mean?
That's what it
You
appears to
make
be.
it
Yeah,
up,
that's what
Riley.
the evidence
You
indicates.
make
Yes.
it up. What evidence? Where's the evidence for that, Riley?
I've just sent you in the side chat. There's a Google
There's
Drive
no
link, and
fucking
there's
pictures of the moon going behind the sun, Riley. Don't make
from all over North America of the apparent solar eclipse where the moon apparently. You go and
Not
find me
one of
any
them.
evidence.
What do you mean? So what's that thing that's taking a big bite out of the right side of the sun?
Yeah, which side of the sun's it passing though, Mark?
What do you mean? It's biting on the right hand side, top right. One
Yeah,
o'clock.
is it in front or is it in behind?
Well, it ain't fucking. How's it behind?
How is it not behind? There's nothing there for it to be showing that there's a moon there, Mark.
Oh, fuck off, Riley. How's it not behind you, cunt?
Why do you think the new moon is invisible?
You wonder why you fucking get pissed at that, you Riley?
Why is the new moon invisible to the observer?
It's not. It's not.
It is. By your
No, it's
model's
not.
definition,
No,
it
it's
says
not.
the new moon is invisible.
There's loads of people took moon, Earthshine pictures.
No,
Riley.
there's one.
No, there's not.
Yeah, there is, Mark. One
No,
person.
there's not. No, don't lie,
All right,
Riley.
show me somebody else.
There are actually new moon pictures. There's quite a few of them. It's kind of a thing that astronomers do.
Yeah, but show me a picture of it at new moon when it's by your model says that it's invisible.
I can show you.
Welcome
Is
to the
it
Flat Earth
is it
Clown
that
Show.
Thierry whatever his name is?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's not at new moon, is it? That's like the first crescent immediately after.
Right, but new moon is like
It's
one,
the 3-day period, right? 2.5 days.
No. But new moon would be, from one point of view, would be like 1 second, wouldn't it? It's
No.
all motion all the
The period known as new moon lasts for 2 to 3 days, right? In that period, nobody can see the moon. Why is that?
Welcome
No,
to the
you-
Flat Earth
you ever
Clown
see
Show.
something.
Right, that's the point. You can't. It goes missing for 2 to 3
Riley,
days.
people have seen it for fucking
Ah.
hundreds of years, Riley. For
No,
fuck's
seriously, find me some evidence of a new.
sake. The moon going beyond the fucking sun, Riley.
I've just sent you 100 photos where there's
That's
no
not
evidence.
true.
Of...
That's not
All
fucking
you've done is
evidence.
sent pictures of the eclipse.
Yeah, I know.
Anthony.
It's
Right.
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, and there's no evidence that any of them.
No evidence. No, only the fact that the fucking moon is in the right part of the sky.
Yeah.
It's on the right height. to
Yeah,
fucking
but is it
look
in
out the
front,
sun.
Mark, or is it behind? And how would you?
Show me any fucking time the moon goes beyond the sun, Riley.
Welcome
You're
to the
looking
Flat
at it.
Earth Clown Show.
Oh, fuck off, Riley. See,
Mark,
this is why you
there's
get-
no
this is
evidence
why
that the
you
moon
never
passed in
get
front of
anywhere,
it.
Riley. This is why you come on YouTube, because in YouTube you think you're fucking clever and smart. Where in truth of the day, you ain't smart, Riley. You're a fucking
Welcome
idiot.
to the Flat Earth Clown Show.
for YouTube. That's why you can't even go in a pub on a Friday night, stand in the pub and say, listen, guys, the moon doesn't go in front of the sun on eclipse, it goes behind it,
Sent you.
Riley.
I've sent you 150, 100 and odd photos, and there's no evidence of the moon passing in front of the sun, and you can't accept it. But you still believe that the moon passes in front of the sun, yet you can't prove it.
Here's a picture of new moon at the instant of new moon.
Right.
There you go.
But go back
Okay.
10 minutes when it wasn't at the instant of new. No, new moon is the period it's in.
This is
Or
at
go
the
back when it were the
instant.
new moon, you mean?
This is at the instant of new moon.
No, this is at the
Yes.
beginning of it leaving new moon.
Look, I'm reading the caption, okay? It says, youngest possible lunar crescent with the moon's age being exactly 0 when this photo was taken.
That's
At
the whole point of the
Right.
photo.
Right.
The
So
instant of new moon, 7:14 UTC on July the 8th, 2013, and it is by Thierry Legault, as you said.
yeah. Now look at how it says new moon crescent. That's not a new moon, is it? If it's a new moon crescent, right? New moon is the
Welcome
period.
to the Flat Earth Clown Show.
The end of that
Least
period, or the
possible-
it's
No,
either at the
it's-
beginning or the end, but it's not the
at
period in the middle.
beginning. It's at the beginning, as I've just read out, and
Yeah.
this is at the this is when the least possible bit of the moon can be seen. This is the least visible that the moon ever is.
Yeah. Now there's two problems with it.
Well, maybe
One,
not
there's
ever
a
is.
crescent there,
Maybe not ever is, but at this in this particular lunar cycle,
right?
this is the least visible that the moon could be.
I agree.
And he's still able to photograph it.
Right, but the question is, where is the moon in the picture?
Well,
Well, it ain't fucking beyond the sun, is it?
Right, but why can't we see the body of the moon?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Where's the earth shine that soundly catches on that image? And the
Well,
guy's
I
got
mean,
a telescope that's bigger than my fucking ass.
well, I mean, I think that may be possible. I mean, I guess that would depend really on
Welcome
you know
to the
how you
Flat
took
Earth
the
Clown Show.
photograph, you know what you.
yeah, soundly manages to be the only one that can catch it.
No, loads of people have caught Earthshine, Riley.
Why is there no body of the moon in that picture? There should be earth shine on it. It should be opaque, and we should be able to see
Well,
something
like
solid.
I say, that would depend on how he took the photo, what exactly he was exposing
Not
the camera
really.
to.
Look, come on, if it's supposed to be a solid rock that's in front of the sun.
Yes. You would need, it.
No.
wouldn't- he's obviously deliberate. Well, we'd need to find out how he took the photo.
Look on his website, he shows you how he did it. He's got a telescope bigger than my ass.
Well, that's cool. So what?
Meaning that you would expect to be able to see a rock there that we can land a rocket on if it's
Right. So what
Nice.
he's done is he's shooting through. He's shooting through an aperture, isn't he? Through he's got
Correct.
a hole in the screen that he's shooting through.
to try and minimize or reduce the glare,
Welcome
right?
to the
Right.
Flat Earth Clown Show.
Yeah, look at Lewis there with that lovely earth shine. Does that look fucking real?
Yeah, but that's what you've got, Riley, isn't it? When someone goes to a picture of Earthshine, you've got is deny.
No, not deny.
Where you
Why is
getting
it not
your
seen?
definition? Where you getting
Why
your
is it not
definition
seen
of a
in
new
Thierry
moon?
Legault's video, Mark?
Look, Riley, where are you getting your definition for a new moon?
Google it. Look it up anywhere.
Yeah,
the
all
new,
right,
the
so
new
where
moon
you
is
getting it?
invisible.
So where are you getting it from?
Just type in new moon and look up the
All right,
definitions.
well,
It's invisible.
All right, so you want to go by them definitions, yeah?
Well, I know what invisible means. Are we going to have a
All right, then,
discussion
can you
about
Google
invisible?
what solar eclipse means?
What?
Can you Google what solar eclipse means?
Sure. What's that got to do with new moon?
Well, you say a solar eclipse is when the moon goes behind the sun. I'd like you to show me a definition of that where it says that.
No,
Because
that's not what I'm
you're
saying.
happy to-
I'm not
you're
trying to
happy- you're happy
I'm
to
not
use
trying to
that
change
the
the
Flat Earth
definition.
Clown Show.
No,
I'm
you
saying
are. You are.
I'm
but
saying
you
that there
are.
was
No,
no
I'm not.
evidence that the moon went in front of the sun.
You are. You are. You're happy to take the definition off of Google or anywhere for a new moon when it fits your argument, but you won't. You're not happy to prepare to take the definition.
No,
of
you're
the
moving the
solar eclipse.
goalpost. That's not my
I'm
position.
not. I'm asking you to provide a definition of a solar eclipse where it says a solar eclipse on the Earth is when the moon goes behind the sun.
I'm
You
not
do
trying to
that.
redefine a solar eclipse, Mark.
You
What I'm
just
saying is there's
fucking
no.
are. Of course you
I'm
fucking
not.
are.
I'm saying that there's no
Oh,
evidence that the
fuck
moon
off.
went in.
Well, if you're not trying to redefine it, then Riley, show me a definition where it says the moon goes behind the sun. If you're not trying to redefine something, the definition should be there for you to
No,
get.
you're taking it
Get
the
it for
opposite way round. If you're claiming a solar eclipse is when the moon passes, and I'm giving you evidence, 100. There's no evidence that the moon was there,
That's not
and we look at
evidence.
Thierry Legault's evidence. And me,
If you seem to be in-
Welcome to the Flat Earth
Basically.
Clown Show.
right? That isn't a new moon, though.
The youngest one with the naked eye is 15 and 3.
No, Jeremy, you seem to be misunderstanding what is a new moon. A new moon is
No,
not when
you
you can see
are.
the crescent.
What? I'm sorry, say that again.
You seem to be misunderstanding what the definition of a new moon is. A new moon is not defined as the crescent. It's defined as the period in between both crescents as it enters and leaves new moon period. But in that period, it's invisible. Why is it invisible if it's supposed to be there?
But again, there are accounts here from people who have seen this thing that's invisible.
No.
So how? Are
No,
you
no,
claiming
no,
it's
no. That's
invisible?
wrong. There are
Welcome
accounts from
to the Flat Earth Clown
That's
Show.
right.
No, there are accounts from people called Thierry Legault that if there was a moon there, we would see it.
All right, let me read this to you. What he says is, what is the youngest moon you can see with your eye alone? That's the question that was asked. He says it has long been a sport for amateur astronomers to spot the youngest moon with the eye alone. In order to see the young moon with your eye, the moon must have moved some distance from the sun on the sky's dome. It always dome. You'll like that. It always
Welcome
appears as a
to the
very
Flat Earth
slim
Clown Show.
crescent moon seen low in the western sky for a short time after sunset.
Right.
A long-standing, hang on, let me get to this, nearly there, another paragraph. A long-standing, though somewhat doubtful record for the youngest moon seen with the eye was held by two British housemaids, said to have seen the moon 14 3/4 after new moon in the year 1916. A more reliable record was achieved by Stephen James O'Meara in May 1990. He saw the young crescent with the unaided eye 15 hours and 32 minutes after new moon. The record for youngest moon spotted with the eye using an optical aid passed to Mohsen Mersaid in 2002, who saw the moon 11 hours and 40 minutes after new moon. And then it goes on to talk about Legault's photos. So,
Would you
it
agree
isn't
that's accurate?
invisible for 3 days. It can
Right.
be seen.
I've got 3 responses.
To most of us who aren't looking very hard, who aren't using telescopes, who maybe haven't got a clear view of it for very long, it is invisible. But in reality, it's not. A new moon is an instant in time. When the
it's
lunar
not.
cycle begins,
Days.
we refer to it on the calendar.
Welcome
as
to the
those
Flat
days.
Earth Clown Show.
But it's an instant in time.
It's not an
surrounded
instant.
by
You're
it.
wrong. You're wrong. You're
Well,
misunderstanding
Well,
what
I
the phase
just
of new
read to
moon
you a
is.
whole paragraph that
Yeah, and
refers
none
to
of it
in that
addressed the
way
point that-
over and over again.
Jeremy, none of that paragraph
The
asserts.
photograph, it refers to it in that
Welcome
way.
Jeremy,
to the
the
Flat
point you're
Earth
making
Clown Show.
was not addressed. Jeremy, listen. The point you're making wasn't addressed by the paragraph that you read. Let me read to you what it says.
The paragraph I read was that there are accounts of the moon being seen during this time when you're claiming it's invisible. Recorded accounts. So how do you account
Anecdotal
for that?
evidence, right?
Well, I mean, it is at the moment. I mean, we have to. I mean, these are records, so presumably it's recorded somewhere. I mean, they'd say it's a record. 2 of them.
Okay. Right, can I
So
counter it
think
with a
that's
response?
more than an anecdote, you know.
No,
I mean,
you were citing anecdotal evidence of people claiming to see the new moon with the naked eye. That is anecdotal. Let me give you a counter with a little
it's
So
not anecdotal. It's not anecdotal. These are records.
right of people
These are
that claim to have seen
recorded
it.
events. That's not an anecdote. An anecdote is someone telling you a story.
Yeah, which
This
is
has been
exactly what you're
officially
citing.
recorded.
Jeremy,
If
these are
it's-
people that claim to have seen it with the naked eye.
Right. But one
That's
is
anecdotal.
one's done it with an optical aid. That was probably recorded. I mean, shall
Maybe
we
it was,
check?
but the other stuff with the naked eye is anecdotal. It's not strong evidence, and you know it's not.
It's recorded, mate. You know, these are
Right,
These are,
but it's a
these
story.
Are stated. They're stated as records. I mean, I don't know whether they're Guinness records or whatever they are.
Right,
But for them
listen.
to be stated as records, there
You
has to
understand
be
what
some-
anecdotal evidence is,
There
don't you?
has to be some way of verifying.
Right, that's the problem. How would we verify somebody?
Just pluck them off the website.
Right.
But let's remember that 5 minutes ago you were invisible.
Right,
So
now
what-
I haven't
so,
had a chance
I
to
mean,
respond.
presumably
Can I
then-
respond to your last?
But, Bobby, let me make the point.
You have.
Presumably now, what you're going to respond with is your years of recording the new moon from different locations around the world. Probably you're part of a big research group that's doing this in different locations, and you're going to be able
Welcome
to be
to the Flat Earth Clown
evidence
Show.
from all these places, over many years that show that the moon just cannot be seen during this 3-day period. Is that what you're going to present?
No.
What have you got then? Let's hear.
Can I speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. Anybody can check this. Go to Wikipedia, type in the word new moon, and just look at the description of what's there. First paragraph with a graphic next to it, which shows a black disc on a blue background. Right.
Mhm.
That's not consistent with what we see. We see a whole blue background and there's no black disc, but we're told there's a black disc there. That's because there should be a shadow being cast, and obviously we see none. However, the first paragraph reads, and I quote, "In astronomy, the new moon is the first lunar phase, when the moon and the sun have the same elliptical longitude. At this phase, the
Welcome
lunar disk
to
is
the
not
Flat Earth
visible
Clown Show.
to the unaided eye, except when silhouetted during a solar eclipse. Now, we do see there's a black disk. I've put a link in the side chat. There's 100 and odd photos of a black disk. However, there was no evidence that there was anything tangible in them photos. It was just a black disc.
Well,
Just
that's
like
what
when
it
you
would
put-
be, Anthony. You know,
No,
you
it
shot
wouldn't. It's supposed to be a
that was shot
rock.
in infrared.
It's supposed to be a rock that you can
I'm not
land a
saying-
rocket on.
Of course, you can refer to the lunar phase as the new moon. Of course, we do. But
Yeah, but it's a 3-day period, though. It's not. It's not a segment.
There is
It's
an
not an
instant
instance.
when the lunar phase begins.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
that isn't
3-day
when. That's
period.
not what. They're no longer
It
visible.
doesn't matter. All of these observations took place during that period.
Right.
You know,
But you're talking about
Like,
anecdotal evidence.
they're
Of
all
the-
a few hours after the instant of new moon, apart from the ghost photo, which is at the instant of new moon. And you know, here to see the further away from the point of new moon that you get. So if it can
Welcome
be seen
to the Flat
hours
Earth Clown Show.
after and at the point of new moon, then obviously it can be seen during that 3-day period.
But
And
there's
as I
no
said
evidence
before,
that that's
as I
true.
said, well, there is, because I've just shown it. Two fucking records
No, you
and
didn't.
a photograph. That is evidence, Anthony.
No,
not
what you're calling the new moon
And
is you're calling the.
what you've done
Jeremy.
is gone to Wikipedia and tried to pretend that new moon means something different to what it actually does.
Or perhaps
As
you've got it
usual,
wrong.
Your argument is a semantic one.
No,
as
it's not.
always.
It isn't, Jeremy.
It's
Your
always about
argument
you
is based on something
Deriving
that's ba- Listen,
deriving an
listen.
entire diatribe from a single word or phrase.
No,
it's ridiculous.
You've got it wrong, Jeremy. I'm
How
trying,
these-
but you won't let me
how
get a
these
word in.
accounts are not during the new moon.
You're calling a new moon the crescent. That's wrong. New moon is the period between the two crescents that it's invisible.
Okay, you can have it. You can have that. Fine. Tell
Right,
me
and
how
it's-
these accounts did not take place during that period.
Right, you can't prove that they can just because there's a just so story there.
It's not a. Well, let's look up the record and find out.
No, hang on a
Why
sec.
haven't
Hang on.
you
I haven't.
gone to find this out.
No.
Why were you pretending this information wasn't even there and that
Because
it
it's
just couldn't be
anecdotal and it's
seen?
not strong evidence.
Where's
to
your
make-
evidence for the claim that it can't be seen when there's evidence that it
I've just
can be
told you,
seen?
but you're not listening.
What?
You're
What
not
is
listening.
It? What
I've
is
just
it? A
told-
claim that it can't be seen?
Wikipedia, the first paragraph
Wikipedia
states that it is.
This is
Jeremy,
Alex giving me Wikipedia.
No, but I'm
Is
giving
that
you
right?
3 pieces, and I've got through.
Go
So
ahead.
I've cited from.
Actions took place during that period.
Hang on.
Riley, hold up. The definition of that you read out from Wikipedia says to the unaided eye with instruments.
Right?
So
No, it
that-
doesn't. That's
To
an
the Flat
inferred.
Earth Clown
That's
Show.
inferred.
No,
That's
it's not. It's fucking inferred. You just read it out for fuck's sake.
It's
unaided.
inferred that you can see it with the without the unaided eye.
Oh, what,
I agree.
So the
Hang on.
Wikipedia, you
Hang
want
on.
to
Wait.
take
I've
the
got
bit where
2
it
more
fits the
points,
story.
and then you can come back to me.
So
I've given you 100
Welcome
odd
to the
photos
Flat Earth Clown
from
Show.
all over North America from that eclipse, and there's no evidence.
Welcome to the Flat Earth Clown Show.
And the
Isn't it? You know what I mean? It's not fucking.
And
it's
my
fucking
third
child.
point,
You're
my
like a
third
child.
point
You've
is
got
that you
mental
produced
illness,
evidence. Listen, you Pierre Legault, the French guy, and in his evidence, there is no
Welcome
evidence of a
to the
moon.
Flat Earth Clown
That's
Show.
a problem.
Yeah, because it's in
All
the
you can see is a
daytime.
crescent.
It's in the daytime.
I don't care. There's no moon there,
What
Mark.
do you mean you don't care?
There's no moon there.
What's
You're looking
that
at a
silver then?
crescent.
What's that crescent then?
he's shooting in the infrared. He's shooting the sunlight.
Yeah, and that you would see the rocks that are there,
the,
Jem.
the optical thing is the sunlight that's sneaking around the moon. That's what he's seeing. That those few glimmers of light that are just
So
getting
if
around
that's
the moon.
not the moon, what is it then, Riley?
You're looking at the removal of light, but you're not looking at the
No.
rock.
So what is it then? What's causing the
All right.
crescent?
All right,
What's
I'll tell you what
causing
it
the
is.
crescent?
I'll tell you what it is. Do you remember when we were kids and you make the bunny out your hand and you cast a shadow on the
Oh
bunny?
no.
God.
That's what you're looking at. You're looking.
See what I mean? This is
Okay.
why you get laughed at, Riley.
I don't care. I've
What you
given you a load of evidence
Just
that
any
you
old
look at.
crap you
And
can
if you
come
were
up with.
intellectually honest, you would look at it and go,
Hold on,
"Do
I
you know
gotta-
what? You've got a point. I don't agree with you, but you've produced
Right,
evidence
shut
that
up.
doesn't
You
go with
haven't
the official
produced
narrative.
fuck all
And you're not
evidence,
even
Riley.
honest enough to accept that I've
You
done it.
haven't produced any evidence. You fucking quoting bits from Wikipedia where you accept some of it and not the rest of the fucking quote.
Right.
No.
I mean,
You know
I
what I mean?
could
That's
get you a
fucking
page
so
on Wikipedia
pathetic.
as the Earth's a globe, mate. Do you
Thierry Legault's evidence that Jeremy cited has not got a moon in it. I've given you 100 photos.
fuck.
Don't have a moon in it.
Oh,
There is
so
enough
what's the
evidence
crescent
to
then? So what's
question
causing
whether
the
the
crescent
moon
then?
was there.
So what's causing the crescent then?
The moon's causing it, but it's not on this side of the sun.
And the fucking moon's causing it, but it's not there.
No, the moon's on the other side, and that's why you can't detect it. You're looking into a black hole, essentially, but not a
black
hole
hole.
that's a rock.
Anthony,
Fucking
let me
hell,
ask you: have you ever seen that Michael Barrymore? No, not Michael Barrymore. Michael what's his name?
McIntyre.
McIntyre, where he does the thing about how the Scots chose the kilt.
No.
You should watch that because I think that's what you're doing. It's
Okay.
just like come up with anything we can come up with to be different to the English.
Yeah, it's anything. Just make up
Yeah,
any
but the
shit
thing
on
is,
They
fly.
wear trousers, we'll make it a skirt.
The thing is,
They go
guys,
for black and grey, we'll make it.
listen. My,
Earthshine's got fucking hundreds of years of testimony and pictures from people.
no,
that
that's
he's
the
got
point.
fuck
No,
all.
Earthshine isn't a thing. That is the whole
What do you
point.
mean it's
It
not a
doesn't
thing? Of
exist.
course it's a fucking thing, you idiot.
Not at new moon. Other
Fuck
phases, but it's not at new moon.
Fuck off,
That's
Riley.
that's about £1,000 that the sun goes in front of the moon.
Here's the thing. Let me ask you guys this.
Stop.
Even if you disagree with me, will you at least credit me with producing evidence?
No,
opinion.
you produce no evidence.
Right. So you
you've
can't
just
even
made
be
up shit.
intellectually honest, then,
Well,
can
what
you?
evidence did you produce, Riley? You
One
produced a
line
quote
out
from
of
fucking
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia where you agree with
Welcome
one bit.
to the Flat Earth Clown Show.
You can see
Welcome
the new moon
to the
if
Flat
it's
Earth
aided,
Clown Show.
i.e. with a telescope or a camera. But you say, oh no, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that.
All right, let me
I mean,
answer
how
your
fucking
question.
dishonest is that?
Let me answer your question. You said, what evidence have you produced? I produced evidence that proves that the new moon is not visible. I produced evidence that shows that Thierry Legaut's photograph, there's no moon in it. And I produced 100
You just
photos.
said there is a moon in it. So what I mean, right? 10 minutes ago, you
No.
said there was a moon in it.
I accept it's caused by the moon, but I don't accept that there's a moon in the image.
Well, how is there a fucking crescent? If the moon's behind the sun, like you're claiming, how is it causing a crescent in front of the sun?
Because as it leaves the path where it's behind the sun, it's going to start receiving the light again, isn't it? But that's why it's 2.5 days.
Welcome to the Flat Earth
If
Clown
it
Show.
was really passing in front of the sun
Welcome
from our perspective,
to the Flat Earth Clown
you'd
Show.
see it immediately. You would see it immediately.
So you're saying the moon's going behind the sun?
Welcome to the Flat Earth Clown Show.
3 days, you're saying it's gone behind the moon,
Yeah.
gone behind the sun.
And it's receiving no light. That's why we can't see it.
Right. So why don't it cause an eclipse then?
Why doesn't it cause an eclipse?
Yeah. Well, if it's gone beyond the sun, that's your definition of an eclipse, isn't it?
That's the whole reason why I'm asking. That's why I'm arguing the position. There is no evidence that shows that the moon passed in front of the sun. I know you accept it,
Well,
but there isn't.
but your definition of an eclipse is the moon going behind the sun. If you're saying it does that,
that's the definition of an eclipse. What I'm saying is that the eclipse that we're told
but you're
does
saying
not
that
happen.
the moon goes behind the sun for 3 days. That's why we can't see it.
Yeah.
And you're saying that the eclipse that America saw last year was because the moon went behind the sun and it caused an eclipse.
Yes.
So if it does that, why don't we see an eclipse every 3 days at the end of the month with a new moon?
No, the question that you want to be asking is why is it that when we have
I'm happy with the question I asked, thanks.
Go on, re-ask your question.
Why, if you're claiming that the reason that America saw an eclipse last year is because the sun went behind the moon, and you're saying that's what caused the eclipse, and you're saying that for 3 days a month the moon goes behind the sun, then why don't we see an eclipse at the end of the month on a new moon, every new moon?
The path of the moon. 2.5 degrees above, 2.5 degrees below.
So you're using the globe model when it suits you, and you're ignoring the rest of the part of the globe model that says that's wrong. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you claim to be honest, Riley.
Mark, do you understand though?
See,
that...
this is why.
Hang on. Mark, is it not? Mark, listen. Is it not possible that the excuse of or let's just say that the ecliptic path of the moon is an excuse, right, to explain why we can't see the moon all the time, but sometimes we do see it. Because the bottom line is, when it's new moon, and it happens every single month, that moon cannot be detected anywhere for that 2.5 days. Yes, you get the crescent at the beginning.
Because Jeremy just proves that you're wrong, see? So, you know what I mean? There's no point lying, Riley. You need to do your research, Riley.
Just think about it. If it was the case that the moon passed in front of the sun, the minute it moved away from the sun, we would see it immediately. But we don't. It goes missing for 2.5 days.
The sky and daytime.
Yeah, you've not answered my question.
Well, no. Why you didn't ask me a question? Some bollocks about if the sun was going beyond the moon and the moon was going beyond the sun.
Welcome to the Flat Earth Clown
Show. Mark, we would see immediately as it left the moon, as it left the sun, we would see that crescent form straight away.
And here's an example of it.
Welcome to the Flat Earth Clown Show.
Stuck in my Discord. I've just
right. Is that at new moon?
This is 5 hours after new moon.
Right. I'm going to call that bullshit because nobody has got that amount of earth shine.
See what I mean? See what I mean? Any evidence to produce, you just say denial. That's so
no, because it conflicts with Thierry Legaut's
one. No, it conflicts with your fucking mag.
No.
I need to be.
How is that consistent with Thierry Legaut's evidence? Answer the question. How is that consistent with Thierry Legaut's?
Well, it's totally consistent because it's taking a few hours later. So, like I say, 5 hours after the instant of new moon, and this is taken in optical light, whereas the galaxy is taken in infrared. And it's probably done in, there are probably other quite significant differences to how they were done. So, why would you expect them to look the same if they're taken at different times, in different places, on different equipment, in different wavelengths of light? Why?
But if you're going to argue that, Jim, same incident, and this claim,
they're taken in totally different ways. They're gathering different data.
Yeah, but one's with infrared, and that would be more right. The infrared one,
and one's gathering in optical.
Yeah, and they're the people are trying to get two different effects. That the French guy, he's trying to get the newest crescent that any human has ever got. That's
Right.
why it's done the way it's done.
But
And
if it was the
person
case that
who's
this
done
supported
the
it,
person who's done the other picture is trying to get the full earth shine on the moon, which he has done. So it's
Yeah.
completely chalk and cheese, Riley.
not
Welcome
really, Mark,
to the
because you would
Flat Earth
expect
Clan
Thierry
Show.
Legaut's. Right, you have to remember Thierry Legaut's using him, right? You would expect them to be consistent because they're both doing the same incident apparently. This guy supports soundly.
No, they're not. They're different equipment, different times of the.
There is way too much earthshine in that picture for that to be legit.
Yeah. All these.
And do you know how I know? Do you know how I know? The Soundly claims that he only got his because he turned his fucking hell, what his exposure right up. And if you look at that image, the background is black, whereas on Soundly's image, the background is white. The composition of the photo.
So he probably corrected the background in Photoshop.
Or it's fake.
or something, you
Oh
know,
yeah, of
but-
course it's fake because it
Of
fucking
course it's
smashes your,
fake.
it smashes
doesn't
your
make it
fucking delusions, doesn't it?
No.
That's just adjusting the exposure of the image to, you know, to expose the bits that you want. But
Welcome
it's still
to the Flat
on
Earth Clan Show.
Let's just say
data
that's true.
That's been recorded.
Let's say that's true,
Okay.
Jem.
Chill Reduction's updating me now, so he's going to give me another photo.
Yeah, let's say that Chill Reduction's photo is true. That means that Soundly's must be false because his composition is totally
No,
different.
it does not mean anything.
Yeah, it does. You're just a retard that can't see fake images.
No, you're just
Welcome
a fucking liar.
to the Flat
Riley.
Earth Clan Show.
No. Oh,
You are. You just make shit up,
Welcome
Riley.
to the
That's
Flat
not
Earth
right.
Clan Show.
say that again,
So
Jem.
ridiculous. How many times have you taken a picture of the moon? Show us your pictures of the moon, Riley.
Right.
Mark,
have
you
no
don't show
data
any
to
evidence,
make the
Mark.
claim that you're
What do you mean I
making.
don't show you up and you denied that it was mine, Riley, like you're doing now? When the
Yeah,
evidence
that was
is
a
shown to
picture
you,
of a
you deny
telescope,
it.
Mark. Could have been anybody's telescope. Right, the point is, it should be consistent with Thierry Legaut's image and Sound.
No, it
That
shouldn't.
one from Chill
No, it
Reduction
shouldn't.
doesn't
No, it
support
shouldn't.
either of them.
No, it shouldn't.
It shouldn't. And they
Yeah,
are
it should.
How should it be consistent with a guy who's taking it completely
All
different
right,
time
Mark.
of day,
I'll
completely
challenge
different
you, Mark.
equipment?
I'll challenge you. Get Earthshine like that Chill Reduction's shown. You've got a camera on your phone, on your telescope, haven't you?
Just for you to deny it? Why? Just for you to deny it, Riley?
You
Welcome
capture
to
footage
the
like
Flat
that of
Earth
Earthshine.
Clan
At you. Can you do it? Will you do it?
I don't know. I've never tried it, Riley.
Welcome
Right.
to the Flat Earth
Yeah,
Clan Show.
I'm going to challenge you, Mark. See if you can even get the moon.
Why? For you to deny it?
You
Well,
won't
so
even
if
be
I
able
do
to
get
find
you
it
on,
in the
and if
sky
I
to
do
be able to get it.
If I do get Earthshine, Riley, that means you're going to pay me the grand, you owe me.
No, if you get Earthshine, I'll give you
Oh,
credit
no.
for getting Earthshine.
No, fuck the credit. I'll take the grand, you owe me, Riley.
No, this is about can you do what you think you can do.
see there again. See that.
No,
you
this
want
is
me to
about
do-
can you do what
no,
you think
I'm not
you can do.
prepared to do anything for Riley when you want it.
Right. That's the point then. You're not even
What, then
prepared to
you're
do
a
something.
fucking-
So you're prepared to ring Banty,
You're a dishonourable cunt, Riley.
but when I Earth, you won't do it.
How, I thought you said looking at the sky doesn't prove the ball Earth. How does Earthshine prove the ball Earth?
To prove it,
So you
because you claim
wouldn't
you've got a
accept evidence
telescope.
from the sky then? You accept evidence from the sky to prove the globe then?
And I'm asking you to
you
put
will
it to...
then. I'm asking you just to clarify that, Riley.
I can't hear you because
What
these
provide
playing the
evidence?
guitar.
If I provide evidence for something in the sky, then you're going to believe there's a globe on that evidence, yeah? Just to
If you
clarify.
do it with credibility to you and you show it and you're not doing anything deceitful, then yeah. But nobody else has got any evidence of it.
Right, is that
So
the
the
only evidence
expectation is it'll
that the only
fail.
evidence about the
No,
two celestial
Mark, here's
poles,
the
Riley?
prediction.
What about the
Because
two
I've seen
celestial
nobody else
poles,
get
Riley?
evidence of it, I predict that you'll fail and you'll not produce any evidence at
Well,
all.
I'm not going to do it. So you
Yeah,
pay me my
yeah.
grand. If you agree that you'll pay me your grand, I'll do it, Ronnie. But I'm not going to do it. I just think I'm going to go out and go and put myself to a hassle for you when you won't even pay the grand you owe me, when you blatantly been found.
I'd have thought you'd have jumped at the opportunity to prove me
Why?
wrong.
Why?
Because
What?
you've got a telescope capable
Prove
of
what?
doing it.
Prove what? Prove that you're a liar,
You've
Ronnie.
got
I've
a
done that many
telescope
times.
capable of doing it, and you
I've
choose
done
not
that
to do
many
it because
times.
of some.
All right, I'll tell you what, Riley. All right, I'll tell you what. Like I said, I don't need the grand. Grand's nothing to me. It's just the fact to make you pay up for something when you've blatantly been wrong and you ain't man enough to say, look, I'm wrong, Mark. You know what I mean? Here's the grand.
All right, here's what we'll do then. I will make you an offer.
pick the charity.
If you can get Earthshine. At New
Welcome
Moon.
to the Flat
Oh,
Earth
you
Clown
pay me the
Show.
grand, then I'll do Earthshine.
To a
I'm
charity.
not going to go out and do all that, Riley, for you to say, no, that's not Earthshine, or deny it, Riley.
I'll
No.
donate a
If you
grand
pay
to
the
charity
grand,
if you
you
go and
pay
get
the
Earthshine
grand-
at
I'll
New
tell you,
Moon.
how about this?
No, you pay
You
the
guys,
grand.
how about
You
this?
pay the grand, and then
Let's
How are you being fair? You owe me a grand, for fuck's sake.
Gentlemen.
How are you being fair, Riley? You haven't paid the grand.
hold on. Let's consider it and listen to a little bit of music. Let's consider the offers. that have
Welcome
been made.
to the Flat Earth
Put
Clown
us on
Show.
mute so we can carry on in the background.
Yeah, you want to? Well, everyone's gonna want to hear. I feel bad. Just let me get a tune in, man. You'll be all right. Can you contain yourself?
Yeah, sing that song, Riley, don't play Mark the Grandiose. Like that song.
I prefer the song Mark Rings Ranty at 3 in the morning because he thinks it's cool. That's a really good song.
Come
In
on
my
now.
car.
Six
Yeah.
pest Riley, six pest Riley, pestilence, women on there. It's turned down by the ugliest bird I've ever seen.
Welcome to the Flat Earth Clown Show.
Now, you need this.
Welcome to the Flat Earth Clown Show.
I don't wanna feel the pain. I don't wanna go insane. Looking for a place to breathe. Looking through this mental prison. Now I'm on a mission. Swimming through a sea of confusion. I can feel you in your heart. It takes up all my time. I can feel the sun. I can feel the breeze. Oh, I'm on my knees. Looking in my friend. I don't know.
Welcome to the Flat Earth Clown Show.
In my friend. I'm losing my mind. Looking through this global deception to level out my perception. Now
Welcome to the Flat Earth Clown
I
Show.
see these mysteries. I've been waiting patiently. Now I'm looking for the edge. Across the distances, I can feel you waiting for me. And it takes up all my time. I can feel the sun. I can feel the breeze. Oh my darling, I'm on my knees.
Welcome to the Flat Earth Clown Show.
long for thee. Help me, my friend. I don't know if I'm losing my mind. All right, carry on, gentlemen.
I can't remember where we were at.
That's what I like to hear.
Who was speaking last? Was it Jeremy or Mark? It was Jeremy, wasn't it? Oh no, it was Mark. Right. So Mark said, "What evidence produced?" The answer to that question is, I showed that the new moon was not visible to the naked eye. From that, Mark's inferred that it could be seen with tools. But when we use tools, we can't see any evidence that there's a moon there. All we see is like the absence of light, but nothing that's indicating that there's a rock there. I've given 100+ photos that support that position. The THR lookout evidence
Welcome
does not
to
support
the
what
Flat
it says
Earth
on
Clown Show.
Wikipedia, because there's no black disc there, even though he's using an infrared camera, which would show something there. And when you look at the evidence that was produced by Chill Reduction 2.0, soundly shows that the white background was there bleached out because he turned the exposure right up. But Chill Reduction's popped up with a photo that's black as fuck, looks like it's from NASA, and claims to be legit. I call bullshit.
Right, but what he said is his equipment's very different to Soundly's. He's told me the lens. He said, I think it was something like ISO.
Welcome to the Flat Earth Clown Show.
F8 stroke 1 stroke
Right.
200.
Stop
seconds.
there, please. Stop,
Hang on,
please.
Hang on. No, I won't stop because I need to read it all.
Welcome
Oh,
to the
what-
Flat
stop
Earth
it.
Clown Show.
Let me read. Stop stopping me. Let me finish this. The goal was full earthshine. And he's also said he has, he says, when I get home.
Right,
So
I'd
you
like
can
to see that
doubt it
roll.
if you like, but it's, the evidence for it is getting stronger and
No,
stronger.
it isn't at all. It isn't, because Sean Hufford denounced, who was it now? He was denouncing Bob from Globebusters because Bob didn't get Earthshine, and the reason was the ISO setting at 400. So either Sean's got it wrong or this guy's lying.
Look,
One or the
we
other.
can't- Anthony.
400 ISO is not, no.
One guy did it once.
Denouncing
and
Bob
hang
for
on,
using
hang
an
on.
ISO
hang
of
on.
400, yet this guy's claiming that he's got Earthshine using.
Yeah, you've made that point. Let me respond to it.
Welcome to the Flat Earth Clown
That
Show.
two people taking two photos at two different times in two different places on two different cameras that happen to have a couple of the settings the same should get exactly the same result. That's absurd, Anthony.
But no. But what I can say.
Hang on, let me finish the point. And to suggest that because they don't get the same result, one of them must be fake is also absurd.
No,
We
but
would
what I can
expect them-
say, either
difficult-
that's fake
It is a
or
difficult
Sean's
bit of
wrong.
photography to do.
Right, get
It's
this
not
guy in.
easy.
Get this guy in.
takes-
Chill Reduction
it takes-
2.0. Get your
it
ass in
takes-
here. Let's see what you've
It
got to say.
takes- It takes practice.
No,
it
no. It takes the right settings, and no fucker gets it, Jeremy. That's why
That's
Chill's
nonsense, Anthony.
No,
You've gotta
nobody gets it but Soundly.
You've got to have exactly the right conditions. You've got to have
No,
right-
that's not true. You just need to have the
Oh,
right camera
so
setting.
if the moon's
Welcome
coming in
to the
cloud,
Flat Earth
place
Clown
where
Show.
it should be, you can still take the photo. Is that?
Yeah,
is
because
that-
the light passes through the cloud.
Oh,
Depends on
don't-
how
so-
heavy
oh,
the cloud
right,
is.
So you can see the moon even when there's really
Welcome
thick clouds.
to the Flat Earth
Right,
Clown Show.
You're moving away from the point.
No,
You
I'm
said that
not.
this guy's
No, I'm
settings.
not. The point is, the one that you've just made is that it can always be taken in any conditions that they don't have any effect on it whatsoever. Is
An
what you-
ISO setting of
is what you
400,
were
not in.
saying. And obviously, the weather
Jeremy,
conditions
listen.
do affect it.
Listen, ISO 400 is not enough to get Earthshine. Either
Welcome
that
to the
footage is
Flat Earth
fake
Clown Show.
or Sean's wrong. Now, on this occasion, I agree with Sean. ISO is not enough to get Earthshine if it was capable of getting it. It needs to be about 1200. That's a fact.
Well, no, it isn't the fact.
Yes, it is.
How
This-
dare you sit there and say that's a fact? You just made that up.
How dare you use
Give
my
me any
line?
reference. Give
No.
me any reference
No,
to
I
that
haven't made
as
it
a
up.
fact.
Jeremy,
Any-
I know
any
what I'm talking
reference-
about with the ISO.
it to me now or retract that statement.
No, absolutely not. ISO
Right,
400 means
show
that
me
that
any
footage is
reference to that as a fact.
a reference to what the ISO
What
setting
the statement that you've just made
about the
It's
ISO.
impossible-
Welcome to
it's
the Flat Earth
impossible
Clown Show.
To get Earthshine at ISO 400, it has to be ISO 1200, and that's a fact.
Yeah,
Show me
Sean
any
Hufford.
reference to that as a
I'm going to
fact.
cite Sean Hufford. ISO 400. His words were, "It's
How does that make
impossible."
it a fact? Somebody else saying it. How does that make it a fact?
No, but it's a baller that's doing it, so that's more strong than anything.
Doesn't make any
Sean Hufford,
difference.
for
It's
it
a
being
hard
impossible.
photo to get. It's a hard photo to get. It
No,
just
it's
isn't
no,
the
no, no.
same
It's impossible to get, Jeremy.
It-
It's ISO 400.
not really, to be
Right,
honest.
it
but-
means it's not letting enough light in.
but it
To
doesn't-
get that light, to get Earthshine, you've
Right.
got to have that bleached out to death.
Welcome
Now, Soundly
to the
showed a
Flat
bleached
Earth
out
Clown
photo
Show.
to death. I don't know what his ISO setting was, but I know it wasn't 400 because Sean contrasted it against Bob's, which was at 400, and Bob didn't get it, and Sean said that was impossible. Now, I
all
agree
you'd have
with
to
Sean.
do, all you'd have to do, Roddy, is increase your exposure a little bit.
Oh,
Right,
yeah, he
but
also
this guy-
said,
yeah, but- hang on, but-
listen,
You
listen.
can have an ISO as low as 4.
He
It's
said
increased.
his camera has a crop factor of 2. That means it makes my effective ISO 800.
Yeah.
Right. I want to see the, right, even if that, right, let's see the metadata
So
first off.
see, this is the thing, Anthony. When you
No,
start
this isn't
saying,
a thing. This is, right,
yes,
it's,
it
you
is.
can't
Let me
get,
finish my point. Let me finish my point. When you start saying he had it at 400 and he had it at 400, then
no,
don't interrupt
you're
me.
talking,
Let
what
me
you're doing
finish the
is
point.
exaggerated.
Don't say fucking no
I
when
was
I
saying
say
no.
let me finish the
You are
point.
misrepresenting my
Fucking-
point. Right, what you're doing is misrepresenting my point with exaggerated pitch and tone in your voice to
No,
make
I'm
it sound
not.
like my point's useless.
Because
The fact
you
is,
said
ISO 400 is fake.
that's what you said. Yes, you
Yeah.
said if
So
one is
get the guy
ISO
on here and let's see what he says about
let me make
production.
you
Get your
can't
ass
get
in.
on
Welcome
here at the
to the
moment,
Flat Earth
Anthony.
Clown
Everyone's
Show.
at your beck and call.
Well, he's
Stop being a
feeding you
twat.
bullshit in the background and you're
You
taking it up
said-
like a baby, taking
Now stop
beats.
interrupting me and let you said if one is at ISO 400 and the other is at ISO 400, because they're not the same, that means one is fake.
Yes,
Now,
that's
wait,
true.
Wait, I haven't made the fucking point. All I've done so far is repeat what you
Welcome
Yeah,
to the Flat Earth Clown Show.
said. Make the point. So, but now we find, as this has progressed, and he's able to give me a bit more information, that there is more to this. Obviously, if it's a different camera, there are other settings which are involved here. He's told me his camera has a crop factor of 2. I have no idea what the fuck that means. And it gives him an effective ISO of 800. But he says it does, and he appears to know what he's talking about. And I'm prepared to go with that for now. But it shows, Anthony, that you are not considering then jumping to the
Yeah,
and that's
because
just
ISO
bollocks.
400 is not
How
enough, Jeremy.
dare you say that about
No,
someone?
I will
who
call
you've
that
never
fake
met,
because it's
you
ISO
know almost
400.
nothing about their photo.
No.
You're just saying it's fake because you
Because
don't
it's
like
ISO
what it
400.
shows. Because it
I'm saying
shows
it's
that you
fake
are
because it's ISO
absolutely
400.
correct
I agree
in
with
every
Sean on
way.
this one. Bob did not get Earthshine because he used for ISO 400. Sean is correct. That means also this guy's got bullshit evidence. If you accept it as true, Jeremy, it's your prerogative. I'm calling it bullshit
Welcome
because of
to the
ISO
Flat Earth
400.
Clown
If
Show.
you don't like it,
Your
tough shit.
only reason for doing this is because Sean Hufford didn't manage to get it when
Welcome
he died.
to the Flat Earth Clown
No,
Show.
that's not it at all.
You've ignored the clock fact. That's your only reason. What
No,
other reason
I'm
have you got?
agreeing with Sean Burke.
Yeah. What other reason apart from Sean Hufford have you got to say that this is fake? That's it, isn't it? Because Sean Hufford tried to take a photo with this particular setting, this one setting, ignoring everything else, ignoring the type of camera, what lens was on it, everything else, just with this one setting, because he didn't get exactly the same result, then we can say that someone has been deceitful and deliberately produced fake evidence. Really?